You guys may be wondering whether or not the Fallen Angel wings are any good. And I just happened to got it, and here's my opinion on this, right? So much in the same way Alien Dimension is giving you an attack speed, energy regen, and battle attack speed bonus. You might notice that much to your surprise, right? This does the same thing, however, it's in reverse. So it lowers your attack speed, and your energy regen and battle attack by 12% when it starts. But as the battle gradually goes over, you get stronger, right? So if you can live longer, then Fallen Angel's going to give you more stats. And it's kind of cool in that if you go below 50% HP, then you get all those stacks at once, right? So that is to say, you're looking at 20 times 1.5%. Now, if you look at this, right, you're at 24%, but you lose a third of it every 12 seconds, which means that over time, you're going to be really wishing you had those stats. So, in some ways, right, what Fallen Angel is to Alien Dimension is basically it's polar opposite. You get stronger over time, but you're going to be weak in the beginning. Now, cosmetically speaking, it is awesome. It's 100% A1, one of the best, I think, at least, back accessories in the game so far. Now, of course, I did manage to acquire the vampire costume as well, and that too, in its own right, is pretty badass. Because of course, who doesn't like vampires? Man, that's pretty cool. So, overarching wise, like, who's this probably intended for? I, for one, think it's anybody that's wanting to run something that's really bursty. So, like, plume monarchs, for example, will really benefit from obtaining an item like this. Now, you may be wondering, what about this candlestick? Is this candlestick any good? And I don't know. It is and it isn't. It's like it's good in the sense that it gives you a stupid amount of HP, but it's bad in the sense that over time you become incredibly weak because of the amount of HP that it'll take from you. So it's like yes and no. Like good in the sense that if you don't plan to live very long, great. Because it's gonna basically give you a ton of HP back as you're dealing damage. But over time it's not going to be as useful for you. So it's one of those things where I would say, if anything, it's not good on PvE so much because, if you're going to be fighting bosses, you kind of need your HP, but it's definitely a more of a PvP centric item in the game. But overall, I've come to find it really handy as far as, as a replacement for even trying to fight anything that, even in bosses, right? Like mini bosses, right? It's really not that bad, actually, if anything. Like, I'll show you. I'm just going through the revelation stages, and it is kind of ridiculous how much HP this has. Now, you take that in tandem with the new mount, which is basically giving you your current HP as an attack bonus on top of, the drain. So you're getting like 2% of your current max HP being used for damage, but then you're also applying damage resistance, which is also really good. Plus, every time it procs, you'll get like a certain percentage of that in the form of skill damage, combo, or counter damage as well. So it's pretty handy for that. It's like it's not a bad mount by any means. But needless to say, if any of this kind of stuff interests you, and you'd like to, say, oh, I don't know, if you're somebody out there that's kind of curious, make sure to check out the description and get Aptoid because you can save some money along the way, especially since a lot of this stuff is not on the cheap side. It's pretty difficult to even get because you've got to go through Ghostly Pumpkin in order to even get the wings, and then to be able to get like the candlestick or the mount, you've got to go through Surprise Pumpkin Pie, which is also kind of not an easy feat, but again, like anything, make sure you check that out, and I'll see you guys next time.